You know, in the world of real estate, people are always on the move. But let's be honest, most of the time, a new title is, well, it's just a new title. Every once in a while, though, a leadership change happens that tells a much, much bigger story about where the entire industry is headed. So today, we're going to decode 4 of those key moves to see what they're really signaling for the future.
And to really get why these specific moves matter so much, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of this industry. We are talking about over 100,000 brokerage companies in the US alone. It is a massive, sprawling ecosystem. So trying to track every single leadership change? That'd be like trying to count every grain of sand on a beach. Just impossible.
And that's exactly why we're zooming in on just these 4. These aren't just about someone getting a new business card or a fancy LinkedIn update. No, these are signals. They're signposts pointing to much deeper shifts happening in tech, in branding, in how the industry is governed, and yeah, even in corporate power plays.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to kick things off with a big move in the tech space, then pivot to a fascinating story where old-school legacy meets high-end luxury. From there, we'll look at who's actually shaping the rules of the game, and then wrap up with a little corporate mystery before we pull it all together at the end.
First up, Brendon Meyer. His recent move to the proptech firm MoxiWorks is, honestly, a perfect example of something we're seeing everywhere now. How technology and business strategy are basically becoming the same thing in real estate. And listen, Meyer is no rookie. His resume reads like a who's who of real estate tech. We're talking senior roles at Zillow and Compass, and he headed up sales at SmartRent. So this isn't just an impressive list. It means he gets the tech landscape and all its challenges from the inside out. So what's his new job? Well, the title, VP of Strategic Alliances, tells you everything. He's not just selling software. He's there to build partnerships, to weave MoxiWorks into the fabric of the industry. In a world where all the tech needs to talk to each other, a role like this isn't just important, it's absolutely critical. And for him, you can tell this isn't just about a paycheck. When he says he's found a place where his passion for real estate is matched, that says a lot. It really signals a bigger trend. The best tech firms aren't just hiring for coding skills anymore. They're hunting for people who live and breathe this industry.
All right, let's shift gears. We're going from the fast-paced world of prop tech to a true legacy brand. Our second story is about Mollie Hanna Lang at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, and it's a super interesting look at how a family-owned giant is evolving from within.
Now, what makes Lang's promotion to Director of Luxury Marketing so cool is the combo of skills she brings to the table. Just look at this. On one side, you've got the global marketer, someone with that sophisticated vision from working with international luxury brands. But on the other side, you've got a top producer, someone with the sharp, street-smart instincts of an agent who knows how to get a deal done.
And this isn't just a nice little biography point. The company's own CMO says this is a huge strategic advantage. Why? Because, as the quote says, she understands exactly what an agent needs to win. It means she can build a luxury brand that doesn't just look pretty, but one that actually helps agents close more deals. It's the real deal.
Okay, for our third story, we're going to zoom out a bit. We're moving away from a single company to look at the very structure of the industry itself. This is all about Mike Inman and his steady, calculated rise into roles that literally govern how real estate gets done.
I mean, just look at this career path. It's a straight line of growing influence. He's already been president at the state level, he's a director at NAR right now, and his future is basically already written. He's set to be president of a major local association in 2026, and then a regional VP for NAR in 2027. This is a masterclass in playing the long game. It shows you how industry policy gets shaped, not in a single day, but over years, even decades.
And for our final story, we've got a little bit of intrigue. It's a great reminder that not every big leadership change is a clear, telegraphed move forward. Sometimes it's just a giant question mark. And that's exactly the case with Christine Riordan's sudden departure from the board of RE/MAX Holdings.
So who was Christine Riordan? Well, she wasn't just some random board member. She was a 9-year veteran, on the board since 2015. And get this, she was the chair of the committee that's responsible for nominating new board members and overseeing governance. You could say she was the ultimate insider.
After serving for that long and in such a crucial role, her resignation in February was abrupt, to say the least. It immediately raises the million-dollar question, what on earth happened?
And here is where the mystery deepens. The official filing with the SEC, what's called an 8K form, flat out stated that a reason for her departure was not specified. In the world of publicly traded companies, that kind of silence can be deafening, and it leaves everyone in the industry wondering what's really going on behind the scenes.
Okay, so this is the crucial part. How do we connect these four very different stories? On the surface, they're just about four people at four different organizations. But when you put them all together, they paint a really rich picture of an industry that is seriously in motion.
So let's connect those dots right now. With Brendon Meyer, you see the nonstop push for tech integration and partnerships. With Mollie Hanna Lang, you see how legacy brands are fighting back by elevating their own top talent from within. Mike Inman's story shows us that the long game, shaping the rules of the industry, is still incredibly important. And finally, Christine Riordan's exit is a pretty stark reminder that behind all the press releases, there are powerful and often invisible corporate forces at play.
All of this really brings us to one final huge question. In an industry that's being pulled in so many different directions, by tech, by new branding ideas, by changing regulations, what skills are going to define the next generation of leaders? Who wins? Is it the tech visionary, the agent-obsessed brand builder, or the savvy political operator? The answer to that is what's going to shape the future of real estate for all of us.